If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? Everything would be what it isn't. What it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? If I had a world of my own...
We're live.
Nice. What's up?
So we are okay. Yeah, we are live. So hello, everybody. We are on fucking Freddy's channel. We have Lestat with us.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get started. Lestat has been dropping some bombshells as of late. There's lots of questions. There's almost more questions than answers at this point, and that's why we all decided to have a little chatty-do, as Monty would say. And I guess some basic information about Lestat is in order because not everyone is familiar with Cicada. I know a little bit about them. I don't know everything about them. So Lestat, when did you join Cicada?
Well, it was around it was around October, I think, 2017. That's when I first met Thomas. And it was through the Sophia Music channel. I just left a comment and asked if I really liked the music. And I asked if it was okay if I grabbed the music to make a video. And that's when we started talking.
Okay. Tilt your camera up just a little bit. I feel like I'm talking to the evil opposite of Dave Acton. I saw everything but your forehead. So you've been in there for a year. You reached out to Thomas and you started working with Thomas?
Well, it was like we started chatting, and since I bumped into the channel, I knew it was the same the same group that made the Cicada music. And I already listened to a bunch of rumors about Thomas being Cicada.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started from there. And I remember the first thing he asked me to do, like, can you do a GIF image? I was like, yeah, of course. And even it was strange. I mean, for Cicada to ask me to make a GIF, it was kind of like, it's too easy. But yeah, I did the GIF, and so during the time we developed a friendship. You can say I trusted him. Since the start, I saw a lot of things that didn't click, but because I didn't have an answer right away, I just waited and said, well, eventually everything would be revealed, or I will know what I need to know and stuff like that. You know, because as many other people that get into Cicada, you're excited, you're like, you're all hyped up because you're gonna meet, I don't know, a bunch of hackers or a bunch of the smartest people in the world, supposedly, and your expectations are high, but they were always shadowed by the fact that what the Fango didn't fit into the equation of Cicada. You know, I'm gonna do a screen share actually, and I'm gonna enter Gmail. We're gonna go one by one of emails that I've already posted, and a couple of new ones. So the forgery narrative is ended.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's excellent, man. I'm glad that you have that. I'd like to see that.
Like it's amazing that everybody just ignore the fact that I put out the evidence of Thomas blaming the Fango of pedophilia, of watching child porn. Not only that, but also commercializing with it, you know, through back pages. And whether or not the Fango does it, I don't know. I don't have the evidence to blame, to accuse him of that. But I do have the evidence of Thomas accusing him. And you know, I thought that maybe that would be like kind of enough, you know. Okay, can you watch? Is it showing now? Is it showing?
Yeah, can everyone see that out there in the TV line?
Okay.
Okay, do you want to explain what you're doing here? I'm over at the chat, just so yeah.
Okay, yeah. Once I'm trying to find. Okay, well, I just entered my Gmail. I'm gonna try to find every. Well, I'm going to find every email that has been sent. Oh, he he just sent me. You run from the truth, Arturo. Okay, can you guys see this?
Possibly.
Indeed, we can. Yeah, loud and clear, or I mean, visually clear.
Okay, this is when you can see the date, May 10. This is when the Defango fight was at full force. Okay, so I'm going to here.
Yeah, can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Oh shit. Okay, can you watch this?
We're looking. Explain what we're looking at. This is
Okay,
you talking to Thomas, actually, obviously.
Okay, so this is Thomas' email. This is really well known. And this is something. Okay, when I read it, when the first time I read this, well, I was like angry, but that was just it. I never saw any evidence of this, just by what Thomas said, and he also said it like face to face to me, that he saw the Fango Manuel Chavez or whatever doing that. Okay, so it says, when I caught him on his computer with what I looked like underage kids in underwear, he claimed that it was Mondegraph stuff. Intel Valor, it's just someone that was
Intel Valor. I think he's rebranded as Valor. I could be mistaken as of that, but he was around for quite a while doing research and whatnot. Fuck, that is my mic. Sorry, guys.
So it says no, it was child porn, and Manny was selling it and on back pages. Just, and of course I did ask him. I sent that, I replied to that email because someone was posting stuff about Defango on 4chan, and I thought even at that moment I thought it possible that it was Thomas or just one of those.
Okay, just to make it clear again, STG is Thomas.
Yeah, he puts this because he tells people he's Saint Germain. Yeah, that was something that always like, what the fuck.
What's that now?
That he tells people that he's Saint Germain.
Oh, Saint Germain.
Okay, this is basically the whole email. Some of the information I don't. To be honest, I hadn't opened this email since like 5 days ago, when I first posted it, and it's an email between Tyrone. This is Francis Bacon, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Nathan, Duality of Man. This is this is the guy that's threatening me with the cartels and stuff in my video, and this is the guy that makes the Sophia music videos also. That doesn't make sense. He copy pasted from other creators. Okay, and this is something that I really don't know what the fuck. Like, I was surprised. Is Tyrone Simpson Francis Bacon and says, I'm tired of and heading to bed, but Nathan, why don't you grow some balls and get Robert David Steele on your show? Okay, then you can see this picture that it's Masonic is just this from inside of
yeah, it's obviously a lodge somewhere.
I don't know actually if this is Francis Bacon at all, but
You, is that Bacon? You've seen enough pictures of Bacon, I'm sure. Is that Bacon you?
But tell me, do I really leave the image or could continue scrolling?
You can continue scrolling. I'm sure everyone's seen it by now. It looks like Bacon to me.
Okay.
But I haven't seen a picture of him in quite a while.
And I was Sasha Stones since NTech led in 2015. I don't know if Sasha is this guy. And it says, all now who you are, and we all know who you are. We also remember your out of control episodes. If and when there is an opening, you will be given an opportunity. Until then, try to not get more damage to me or Sasha. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. And this is from Mr. Bacon.
It's him. I can feel it in my gut, and the evidence. It's one small group of people, and he's like psychopath. Like they show one face to one people, and they just completely act in a different way to other. That's why people are so confused when they say, "But Thomas is a saint and is an illuminated mastermind." Blah blah blah. And other people everybody that has known him, like we're telling people like, no, that's a lie. Get away from him. It's fucking dangerous.
We now have Defango on the stream, which is a first for Treach. Freddie is here. GM is here. Lestat, which is who was just talking, and OG.
Hey, Defango.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Hey, just wanted to say, hey, man, sorry. I did listen to the stream, although I was kind of like still a little mad, and I was just kind of like when I was talking about it, I was more venting than anything. Honestly, I know it was going on with Thomas with you, dude, and honestly, like I could see it happening because he was trying to do the same thing with me, and I just wasn't having it, dude. Like I've been saying for a long time that there's been something very wrong with the Cicada organization. And, like I discovered that it was him. And I know back a long time ago when I put my video out, dude, like I didn't want to say anything about you being in there. I didn't want to defame you or hurt you at all. Like I kind of just was a little freaked out when I literally like pulled up Twitter and you were the first person there. And that's what really kind of started giving me the gnosis about what Thomas was trying to do. I mean, I lived with the guy for, 2 months, and the entire time that I'm trying to live with the guy, we were supposed to be building a business, right? That's what his idea was. And we made money, dude. I'm not going to lie. Like we made a decent amount of money. We got paid on a couple different jobs that I put information out there on it. And the reason that I was so mad was because he literally took money out of my mouth. Like I went to New York to work on a political campaign for Bo Dietl. I went to freaking Texas to work with Ed Batowski, and then I was supposed to work on other clients. And you were in contact with him at that point at that point in time. But like that was the end all for me, because I was like, okay, so you're doing all this shit with Cicada, you got all this crap with the Sony thing, you can't give me anything that's real. And finally we're in Texas, we're finally starting to, make money with this business. And once all the money stuff starts happening, it's like he's not paying me. He's not paying Beth. He's not paying you. And I know he's getting me to make videos and shit. And that's what kind of like made me mad. And, like I see you guys are like trying to investigate this stuff. And, like I do appreciate it, because like this shit needs to be out there, like whenever Thomas got mad at me, the first thing that he did was collect people to attack me. He went to all my enemies or anybody that even had a problem with me. And he would go email him. Go for it.
Fango, this is Treach. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I just got one burning question. I think everybody else has got their own questions and whatever, but my main question is, did Thomas catch you watching child porn?
No, he didn't. Absolutely not. And he never caught me with any type of imagery or anything like that. The only thing that he ever saw on my computer was when I was scrolling through my Google Photos or whatever. There is a picture of a girl like moving over her underwear and showing me her vagina. But definitely an over the age girl, number one. And number two, it was actually something that I accidentally showed on my stream one time and actually ended up having to delete the video. So no, Thomas definitely never said anything of that nature. And if you look at the timing on when he was setting that stuff out, it's right after I did the whole expose on the thing because he was livid. And this isn't the first person that he's gone after. I'm not the first person that he's particularly gone after with this type of information. Thomas very famously...
At this point right now, that's like the first accusation people throw anymore, and it's sickening. It diminishes the real accusation, and it diminishes the trauma that happens to children, and you know what I mean. So,
I think that was that's pretty well that was the biggest thing right there. Anyways, right? I'm glad that you. I don't, the more that we learn about Thomas, the more likely it is that there's a lot of fucking fake shit that he shows around.
You can see that we, without even maybe intentionally, I think that we can take a lot of knowledge of what happened today and the days past, you know? Today, I realized that I had like a totally bad impression, a completely created reality regarding the Fango and everything. It could have been just fixed with lowering my pride and my ego and just asking Manny, you know, hey man, it's fucking Thomas is saying that you're a pedo. What the fuck with that? You know, and instead of going directly like, oh shit, he's a pedo, like let's get him and start like trolling the shit out of him. Yeah. That's when we start playing their game.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
Just got a message. Just want to let everybody know that I will be streaming with Thomas tonight.
Interesting.
There you go.
I'd like everybody to meet Brian Word, Duality of Man, and Famous Thomas. How y'all guys doing tonight?
Don't even worry about it.
All right, guys. Guess this is a stream to kind of rebuttal some things that has been talked about and give you guys a chance to state your case and also give a chance to some of the people in the chat to ask some questions that they might have.
Yeah, and Treach, you know, I'm willing to answer some questions. So there's been a lot of misinterpretation and misdirection going on.
Just to clear up any confusion, Brian and I go back quite a few years, and long before Twitter and you know, a bunch of this bullshit. So yeah, you know, I've known Duality quite some time, and I've actually known Thomas for quite some time too. I've done several videos for him in the past, and you know,
yeah, you did a great job.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Pretty proud of those videos myself. The people in the chat want to know who Brian is and how you relate to this.
Okay, well, there's been a lot of negative things put out there about me and about Brian. Brian's been a wonderful friend. He's been involved in the creation of videos for Sophia Music, and he's a stand-up guy. So that's that.
I think that really what bothers me the most is just the accusations about the Fango and why was that brought up, and is there any validity to Fango?
All right, well, let's bring that up. And I believe that DeFango is not a pedophile. I think that Lestat, his real name is Arturo, and he's in the chat right now, conspired with other people to create a puzzle called Red Triangle. At the same time, he was doing video work for us. He's a talented guy. However, he's a sneaky guy. Okay. Now, Joel bot number 5. Let's answer your question. You just accused me of setting Defengo up as a pedo. And I'm going to tell you where you're wrong. It was Lestat who was with Red Triangle. Red Triangle was the puzzle entity exposing Defengo as a pedo. And is he a pedo? No, he's not. That was cruel. I was with the man when he was crushed. I was in Texas with him, right? And then what Red Triangle did with Lestat's sneaky little help is try to set up a war between myself and Defengo.
The thing is I now have to, I honestly feel in my gut that you are being extremely deceptive, Lestat. And so anybody that respects me and anybody that you know, that possibly has any you know, thinks that anything in my opinion, I want you to really take a couple of grains of salt with Lestat's videos. And I also like to say that since you decided to make yourself an opposing party to me just now, that I honestly have avoided watching many of your videos because I do not feel that you are, I feel like you're putting curses and you're using occult shit in your videos to brainwash people. And anybody that knows me personally, I've told them also, do not watch your videos. So just to put that out there, just on a personal note, that's how I really feel, Lestat.
STC, Stasi, Thomas, Red Triangle didn't harass Defengo. You did. All right. So what I'm going to do, Treach, is I'm going to send you some evidence that's going to prove that wrong. And there's going to be a couple people that I know who were in the Discord rooms with Red Triangle and Lestat as it was being created.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a...
Yeah, just bring it for the stream to convince everybody else, because you're not convinced. You're singing to the choir already, buddy. Okay. I don't even need to see... right. I don't need to see a single thing from Lestat ever again.
Yeah. Okay.
To anybody, like I just said a few minutes ago, as nicely as I can put it, to anybody that cares about me, do not fucking watch Lestat stuff. He uses occult secrets and numerology in his artwork, and he uses frequencies that distort your emotions and make you feel in whatever way that he wants you to feel. He is a master manipulator, or fancies himself to be a master manipulator.
But you have to understand something. I have spent the last at least 6 months, if not longer, trying to avoid Thomas, to avoid the cicadas, to avoid Q, to avoid Lestat, to avoid Duality, who is also Word, who does the post-production for all of Sophia music, okay? In the process of me avoiding them and not saying Thomas's name on streams and avoiding conversations about this shit, I've been inundated with emails from Thomas directing me to scrub streams, scrub comments out of chats, and block people from the chats that didn't suit his narrative and didn't suit what he wanted. I refused. Since I refused, my personal life and reality has went to shit, okay? We are getting sued. My mortgage company's just abruptly going to take our fucking house from us unless we come up with a buttload of money. There's a bunch of variables going on,
So don't you think, wait a minute though, so now you're telling me this, don't you think you should pull your fucking ass off YouTube, out of this fucking thing? Don't insert yourself. You're obviously heavily manipulated by this fucking clown. You need to fucking,
understand what I'm saying.
what are you gonna do that's gonna help yourself by making a YouTube video? What are you gonna do by proving that Lestat and...
Let me make a point. I've tried to pull myself away. This Thomas is Satan in my life, okay? I am at this brink where I either join teams with him, give him my PayPal, and let him put me on his payroll, or he's going to keep attacking me. And the only way that that's going to stop is if I speak up and say what I know about Thomas. That's the only fucking way.
Listen, man, no, you can just fucking get off YouTube. Don't be a fucking clown and tell me you gotta do what fucking Thomas is saying.
Thomas has my address. He's got my phone number. He texts me all the time. He emails me. I asked Lestat for a list of emails that I can preemptively block to keep from getting attacked after this happens.
So why so Freddie asks you to listen to like a live stream that we're getting from Lestat, and now you're fucking tripped out. You're losing your house. You're telling me that fucking you gotta join him and give him your PayPal. He's gonna start paying you. You got Wanda on your show. You're telling people how this next guy's gotta make a fucking channel and come on and tell the story. I mean, it's not looking fucking very sane, brother. It's looking like you're just you're being manipulated by fucking deviant people. What is stopping you from just walking away from YouTube? Because this is fucking clown sauce. All of a sudden, you're fucking a major player in this story, and Wanda is a fucking psychopath.
Dude, listen, dude, before I start getting upset, because I don't want to be any bad blood with you, I want you to understand my position. I have been walking away for 6 goddamn months at least, okay? I had left Twitter. I had ignored emails. I've got tons of emails from Thomas begging me to talk to him, introducing me to all the Cicada members, giving me all their fucking information, their middle names, their fucking, all this shit. And I'm telling him, I don't want to know this shit. I don't want to be a part of Cicada. I never wanted any part of any of that shit.
Do you believe they are trying to manipulate you? Do you believe you're being manipulated by these people? Or do you believe you're in control right now?
I believe I have for the past 2 years.
Okay.
And
that's a good start.
Out of fear, I have kept Thomas's name out of my mouth, and I have held their secrets.